Another star on my display, calling out from far away, calling out from far away. No one's been here before me now. I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and endless night, past the points of fading light. Every world that catches my eye makes me want to touch the sky. And I know that I was made for this. Every system holds another gift. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. Shots are blank and sensors clear. All these wonders drawing near. Let them say it can't be done, while I'm chasing distant suns. In my ship I feel alive, as these cosmic waves I ride. Every scan reveals the way to places where I'll make my way. We are all explorers at heart, born to push the boundaries of art. Time to rise, time to fly, beyond what meets the eye. Beyond. Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new, there's always one more frontier to break through. Break through. I hear the call of distance, and I know I found my place. Oh, found my place.
Okay, welcome in, Anonymous, Sweet Star. Good to see you guys. Last couple of days, I've been looking at class or type case stars in the neighborhood. Did really well last night. I just went out a little ways. I was streaming on YouTube, had a really good stream there. And just out and back. Thanks for that, Cal. But just out and back, I made 1 billion credits. Well, that's almost like Commander there. Oh, how are you this fine evening? I saw you was online earlier. You're welcome. What, you think I just sent lunch money? I think I sent you billion or billion and a half. I am currently incredible cheat code. Okay. For inquiring minds want to know, I am currently heading up about a couple of hundred light years, maybe 400 light years, I don't remember, above the galactic plane from the Odysseus carrier. Then I'm going to lateral over looking at type K stars. So The bank does not count for the carrier balance. Ah. Oh, nice. Yeah. That's real nice. That's very nice. Okay. Well, let's get started here. That's good to know also. And it's a beautiful atmosphere on this planet. It's a carbon dioxide atmosphere. In a matter of transparency, just getting here, I found 2 stratum tectonica on this planet and on the another planet in this system. So, what kind of hills we got over here? Anything fun? If I'm going to die or something, I might as well do it early in the stream, get it out of the way. I don't see any canyons though. Oh well. Yeah, I guess you could fill up the inventory for the carrier, and then you can put stuff in the personal bank, right? Or storage. I guess an individual could store some stuff. Let me get away from these hills so I can read chat without crashing into the ground embarrassingly. Right, well that explains why we were over the max then. Gangers outspent the bears. Well. I personally don't understand why there's a need for the DW3 carriers to buy tritium at outrageous prices. You know, I'd be more than willing to go mining for them basically for free. Yeah, well, that's neither here nor there. It's been a topic of several discussions, I am sure. I know DOAG has been mentioned in a couple of Discords several times. I talked a lot. Oh, that reminds me, there's a new member in ARCS, and he may or may not stay. I talked him into joining just so I could give him $1.5 billion. It's DSM Reaper. I told him it would be a lot easier since he wasn't in a squadron to just join our squadron temporarily. He could stay or not. I didn't care. But as soon as he joined, I would give him 1.5 billion credits. And I told him, I said, you can leave, you can stay. You don't have to do anything. So he's going to hang around a little bit. I don't know about that, but I've been lucky so far. I haven't gotten ganked, and I've flown around and opened several times, but I haven't done it in my Mandalay. I've always done it in my crate. Okay, I believe I already have a course. I still got 2 more jumps in this course to do to get the proper elevation above or distance away from the galactic plane. Yeah, I made $1 billion last night in one stream. 1 billion credits, so they won't fight you? Oh, I can't believe that. It's all in good fun. I had a good time last night though on YouTube. I'm somewhat suspicious. Wrong scanner, Commander.
Undiscovered.
Somewhat suspicious of the viewer count on YouTube, though. I was up to 142 viewers, concurrent viewers. But there was very little activity in chat, so I don't know. I'm very sus about that. Nothing here. Okay.
Are. 'Cause. 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 'C
That hasn't been brought to my attention that there was any actual spear people along for the ride. Okay, good to know.
Frame shift now engaged. No anomalies detected.
It's like ads in 1 minute according to this wonderful stream manager. Well, if you'll DM me their names so I know who they are, I will let you know if I see any of them. But I'm never in open around the carriers and stuff, so... Well, not in my Mandalay. Like I was saying, I've flown around several times in my crate and haven't had any issues at all. I know 2 of those names, but I don't remember seeing any of them here yet. I'll keep an eye out though. We don't do spear here. Let's see, what are we supposed to have here? 10 bodies? Nothing here anyway. So let's pick where we're going. I had you all dying laughing. Okay, my filter is set. Yes. Yes, yes. Apply to route. Yes. I've been heading over this way and having really good luck, but I ran into a problem last night of running into myself. So, but that's why I've changed my elevation a little bit. I don't think I'll make it this far even, but we'll give it a try. Let's see. 311 above the galactic plane. Any stars here? I don't know. We may have trouble getting a route here. Let's see. Stars are kind of sparse. Yeah. Okay, well. We will try over here then, unless it can figure out a route. Let's see. Stars are really sparse right through here. It could be. Hang on a minute. I need to put it in streamer mode. I usually do that, or was doing it automatically, but I told it not to do that. Let me... There, now it won't be beeping.
You were young once, afraid of the dark.
You're frantically checking yours. Oh, we got a route, so I guess we'll see how it goes. Hooray for streamer mode. Your last bits? Alright, even had an alert for it. That's something that's irritating, is the alerts for YouTube are not working. They're working, but alerts, YouTube's either very late in sending out their API is very late in sending out alert and notifications. Both Stream Elements and my streamer bot are not working for live YouTube stuff. They work fine for the tests, so. Having no issues with the Kick API though. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Tortoise, welcome in. How are you doing? Tortoise is someone I've met through Distant Worlds 3, pretty much. I'm out here. You know, I made 1 billion credits last night. Ah. We have 10 bodies here. I did not hear it claimed to be undiscovered, but maybe unmapped. Let's see. Yeah, I made 1 billion credits last night and found an Earth-like world. Well, I wasn't. It was really weird. I wasn't the first one to discover the Earth-like world, but I was the first to map it, and I was the first to report it to EDSM. So I don't know. Okay, this guy discovered this place, but he did not map anything. He just did a honking scoop. We shall not do that. We shall endeavor to find something. I'm looking for Stratum T or Earth-like worlds. Why don't you map it? Yeah, feel free to DM me the name of it, though. I'll bookmark it, and I'll go do that, though. Well, I went ahead and submitted it for the Earth 2 competition. It scored very poorly, so it's okay, though. Yeah, but Cal, if you send me the location of that thing, well, I'll bookmark it on the map, and I'll name the bookmark Cal's Earth-like, and I'll map it and stuff. I'll make a special effort just to go there. Okay. Do you know the next waypoint? Somebody told me one of the waypoint things last night. I'm trying to decide if I want to be on DOAG or not. Probably doesn't. It doesn't matter. So if I travel to the next waypoint like this, I'll be super rich by the time I get there. Just the base model. Hey, but from what I've seen of the specs and what I've heard from other players, that's a really nice ship. I want to get. I mean, between the Caspian and the Crystal, I would be more willing to pay buy it with ARCs than I would the Caspian. I won't buy the Caspian with ARCs, but I would be tempted to get a Crystal. I don't know. What are you up to tonight, Tortoise? I didn't see you come online. Are you online? I don't see ya. Viper side, yeah. I've heard it's very nimble and stuff. Somebody was saying that it was so powerful now on the turns and things that it's very easy to overcorrect and stuff. Oh, you're working. Okay. Oh, that's right. 1:43 p.m. I get you. Okay, Cal. So I'm assuming DOAG's already jumping then. If that's the case, you know. I need to know the next waypoint so I can head that direction instead of some arbitrary direction. I could be heading that direction.
But every new world that discover speaks in pure revelation.
No Earth-like, no gas giant to whine about it not being green. I'm hoping to find Earth-likes and/or Stratum Tectonica. Pretty much all I'm efforting. And since I already have 2 Stratum Tectonica, I don't care if I find anything else tonight. I'm good to go. So now I'm going to have to go look at the Discord. Unless one of you guys know the next waypoint.
Atmospheric landable.
If one of y'all can post in chat the name of the next waypoint, I will bookmark it, and that way I'll know where to start heading instead of just heading back to... I'd say that bit me in the ass last time. I out this direction when it was still over at Beagle Point, but I didn't know which way it was going. So I ran all the way back to Beagle Point before the carriers left, or before they announced the next waypoint. And if I'd just known where they were going, I wouldn't have had to travel, you know, all the way back to Beagle. Because I was out in the general direction anyway. But somebody told me in last night's stream what one of the science vessel's waypoints was that they were heading towards. Let me look at Discord a moment and see if they've announced anything. It is Sunday, so I guess it is time for them to announce these things for departure tomorrow or something. Okay. And my friend is going to where the Fimbutal whatever is going. Let's see where these places are at. Are they in the same direction? Let's see where this carrier is headed first. Didn't get the S. Okay. Well, that's not very far, wherever it's going. Where's that at in relative to where I'm at? Okay, good. I'm heading over this direction anyway. And you're... Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at Discord. Let me see where what you just posted is going to be. Is that right? DID9. Did you type that by hand or did you cut and paste that? Because it's not finding anything. Oh, my bad. I did not copy the whole thing. I am such a doofus. Oh, is it bio or blow?
What's that signal? Could it be?
Let's screw this. I'll try copying and pasting it again, the whole thing this time. Why is it saying there's no results found? Yeah, that's what I'll I found it on Discord. I'll try copying it from there. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's in the same general area, so good enough. Well, there's a planetary nebula right there. Isn't that convenient? I'll mark this as another DW3. Whoops, maybe a DW3. What is this? I don't know if that's 5 or 4. I don't really care. Oh, Jesus. I have too many bookmarks. Is that... Well, how is that even possible? Well, what do I'm sure there's a shit ton of these that I don't need. Oh well, I just won't bookmark it. I'll solve this later. I don't need to worry about it. Yeah, I think you're limited to only 200 bookmarks. Why is Farseer bookmarked? It's bookmarked automatically, I think.
Adjusting for jump.
But I'm heading in that general direction anyway, so it's not very far. So, I mean, what, 3,000 light years from me? That's not far.
Compiling data for photography.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Why is the hotkey not working? Keyboard game. Maybe I'm just not doing. Must be an operator error. Another skill issue. What was the count though? I see I wasn't distracted by by OBS there. 4. I think there's 4 stars. I see 4 things on radar. Yeah, nothing here. I don't know what time I'll be streaming tomorrow. Probably won't be until the evening. But we'll see.
Next system. Frame shift now engaged.
I need about 700 more subscribers on YouTube though. I need about 200, but I really want about 700 more. So if you're watching on YouTube, subscribe.
Body A. Undiscovered.
I'm not live on YouTube right now, but somebody will watch the VOD someday. Nothing here but the stars. Thanks for quick travel time. Now we end up with can't remember the name now. It was fun. We went and got a few selfies together.
Hyperspace checking systems now complete.
1.4 million light years. Wow, that's pretty good. I don't even know if I've traveled that much. I might be close to what I've traveled. I should do a few more loops around the galaxy.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Undiscovered with 20 bodies. All right. I like these K stars. They either have nothing or they have something. Duh. Does the codex show? I'm sure it does. That's how you check to see how many total light years. 'Cause I've done 1.7 million light years. Yeah. Look how much time I played in game, Cal. 53 weeks. That's like 9,000 hours. Huh. Made 4 billion in exploration though. Way more than that in exobiology. Does it say that? 77 billion in exobio data there. Okay. 51 weeks. You've been playing the game longer than I have, haven't you? I just started in December of 2020. That's basically 1/5 of that 5-year period I've been online, or I've been in game, you know. Out of the last 5 years, I spent a year in game. I knew life. And I don't usually leave. There's the water. I don't usually leave my computer up when I'm AFK unless, you know, something weird is going on. Like, or if I'm doing a lot of carrier jumps and just waiting for the jumps to get over with. But when I'm traveling. A year later, you were at the ganker. Not you, surely not.
Body B2. Neon atmospheric landable with life.
Well,
Body B3.
I guess that's how you
Neon
get a callus, is, you
landable with
know,
life.
your ganker callus is just by doing it.
Far beyond the charts I know, through the endless black. Every blip and signal shows no turning.
Body A7A. Neon rich atmospheric landable. Body A1. Meets mapping criteria. Body A2. Meets mapping criteria.
Nothing here
System
worthwhile.
discovery complete. First body to map is A1.
You should try it. I saw Nami. Was it Nami?
Maximum velocity.
Something streaming last night, and he was trying to find people to gank.
Strange new worlds beneath my feet. Colors never name.
I think I own a Federal assault ship. I don't know why.
Gathering information.
I know I've never used it
Primary star.
for anything. If I own one,
Every reading that I take.
maybe I don't own one, but I can't ever remember flying it.
Gaps in empty space leaves a lasting trace. The trails I leave
Yeah, I'm sure it is. For somebody, for some reason.
through paths I help define.
And when I tuned in on, I think it was Nami, he was dropping in on the Jameson crash site to see if there was anybody to say hi to, but there wasn't.
You who follow after me, take these maps I made. Find the wonders I see.
Well, not having much luck here. That's okay.
For the path ahead is clear, though the road is long. Every star will bring you near where you belong.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
Vectors.
Is it always in darkness? Seems like every time I've been to it, it's been dark.
Velocity.
Leave behind will guide 1,000 more through paths I
Oh, are they? I was telling someone yesterday that there was a couple other... I wasn't aware of anybody traveling on DOAG, but I knew that a couple of people were on the other carriers.
carry on.
It's not always in darkness, it just almost always is. Okay, just my luck. You know, that was one of the things that actually irritated me in Odyssey was, what is that site that people go to for materials?
Star charts and scanning beams. Far
You know, you just sit there and you drive circles around it all the time, you know, and then relog.
reveals
I can't remember the name of it, but it was,
faces call, and
always it sat right next to a big old mountain in Horizons, and in Odyssey it's always dark and flat. Now, yeah, it's one of those. Right, Dav's Hope. That's it, Dav's Hope. Thank you, Tortoise. I could not, for some reason, I just could not remember that. Thank you for that. But I used to think it was fun to go there because of that mountain and stuff. But now it's always in dark and it's flat. And it's just, why am I looking here? This has already been done. Let's see what's been done here. We got one planet with no first footfall, and it's carbon dioxide with no life. We are out of here. You're right. You're right. And I, at times, especially at the beginning, I found it kind of challenging to land at Dav's Hope sometimes because of the terrain. I think I actually have a stream of me going to it in Horizons. I'd have to find, man, it'd be a poor quality stream too. That was from the old days. Old days. Yeah. Sometimes I should just give it the longitude and latitude of something instead of these marker beacons and everything, just to make it more challenging to get to some things sometimes. No. I know nothing about that. It might have been around. It might have been happening. I just didn't know anything about it, but I've never heard of it. Again, I only started playing in, well, very late. Just say January of 2021. I technically got the game in like November or December, but I didn't get my computer until Christmas of December of 2020. I got it from myself for a Christmas present. Got 15 bodies here. Do what? Oh, okay. Wonder how many that would take now. I know during some of the mass jumps for this Distant Worlds thing, they had some problems, but not really instancing problems that I heard about. But some people had some GPU problems with all the things going on. Dropping their frame rates a lot.
Body 2A. Carbon dioxide.
That doesn't sound like too many actually nowadays, though. I'm not sure Genkers are easily accepted by streamers today, by some streamers. Alright, I'll be here for at least 5. I plan on streaming a couple of hours tonight, not a real long
Body
stream.
5A. Argon atmospheric landable with life.
Just enough to check the box off to say I was on Twitch this weekend. What are you doing? You said you're at work. Never mind, Tortoise. I was going to ask you what you're doing in the game, but you're at work.
Your ship is
I'm just hoping to find some more stratum here soon. I'm not content with just having two. And last night was really good. On the way back, after I ended my stream, I was heading back,
Body 8.
and I found like 4
Neon
more
atmospheric
stratum. I had
landable
like
light.
600 million when I ended the stream, and I ended up finding
Ads starting in
enough
1
to
minute.
get up 1,045,000,000. So I clocked out with. I was not unhappy with that. The only thing I was unhappy is it was slowing me down getting back to the carrier and going to dinner. We're getting some more dinner, I should say.
Jump to your next system.
It seems like I have better luck below the galactic plane, but there aren't many stars here. Until I get to where the stars are more dense, I'm not really going to make any judgments yet.
Analyzing that.
Primary star. Undiscovered.
13 bodies, an undiscovered system. Okay. That is a nice addition that in a late observatory to tell me that now. One of the people in chat mentioned a custom script for Elite Observatory I could use, and he sent it to me. That enabled that feature or created that feature so that it announces when the star is undiscovered and stuff. That's pretty helpful. I think SRV Survey does that already, but that's something that should just be built into it, into the stellar
Body 5A.
overlay or whatever it's
Carbon
called.
dioxide atmospheric landable with life. Has high biological value.
There are some items there. I'll have to look and see, but I don't think there's anything of high value there. I had actually planned on changing my filter last night to G-type stars on my way back to the carrier, but I didn't do that, and that's when I stumbled across that Earth-like and some more stratum. Not real far
Body
from
2.
the carrier either.
Carbon dioxide
Possibly stratum
atmospheric landable
tectonic.
with
It's either
life.
bacteria or stratum. We'll have to
Meet
check and
mapping
see.
criteria.
I haven't had much luck with the single bio things, though.
Body 3.
Another
Carbon dioxide
possible
atmospheric
stratum
landable with
tectonic.
life.
See, ads are running
System
too.
discovery complete. First body to map is 2.
All right, we're going to go to 2, then 3. And that planet 5A with 7 bios. I'll show you. Here. I don't know. Let's see what's on that 5A. 7 bios. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so everything is there. We just don't know what type of conch is there. So there's Aliota, we're 6.2. I don't know. We may effort that. Well, it depends on what we find here. If I find stratum, I probably won't worry about it. Probably won't worry about it either way. But oh man, I hate it when it does that. Sometimes when I move things around, it hides everything from my screens. It just parks them on the taskbar, so I have to click on things to get them back. This might take a second. Even the game disappeared. Okay. What am I missing? I'm missing OBS. Okay, there's got to be a way to get that back. Let's get rid of that overlay. We're going to head to Planet 2 first. Jump go burr again. We're going to go to map 2 and then 3 and see if we get lucky and find Stratum there or not. Probably won't be. Oh, I'm missing another window. Hang on. Okay. I can't imagine why. You're such a nice guy. I mean, I know you. Even before you gave me $1 billion, I followed you and stuff. Watched your streams. Enjoyed your ganking.
Commander, we believe in you. Every jump, every landing true. In the silence of the void, your courage cannot be destroyed.
Well, a lot of the way that, I'm sad to say, a lot of the way people act, especially streamers, is they're trying to, I won't say they fake it, to try to look good to their viewers. Me, well, you either like me for who I am or you don't. I don't give a shit. Well, I do, just not, I don't care that much though. I guess it'd be different if I had 100,000 followers or something, something like that, but what's the worst that can happen? 500 people suddenly hate me? Chat called it, yeah. I don't like fake people much, you either like a streamer for their game, to watch the game, or them. I'm not sure which it is with me. I watch certain streamers. And I kind of like everybody, but I pretty much only watch elite streamers though. I like the game, I guess, more than the streamer. Like, take for example, like Father Bill. I very rarely watch Father Bill. I like Father Bill, don't get me wrong, but I don't like to watch a lot of on foot, type things, people do with missions or on foot combat, and stuff like that. I don't really care to watch that. So and he does a lot of that type of stuff. I guess he does Mech Warrior or something too, but I don't watch that either. But as a as a streamer and as a person, I have nothing. It's fine. I just don't like their content. And there are some streamers though that I just can't stand their personality. We need to go to what, 3? Is that what we were doing? Yeah, we got to go to 3. I get distracted by chat here, which is fine. There are. Let me think. I'll try to give a serious answer to my own question here. When I first meet a streamer, or go to their stream the first time, the very first thing I notice is if they respond to chat in a relatively timely manner. I mean, I understand people get distracted, and especially if no one's been watching them, if they haven't had any viewers or anything or any activity in chat for a long time, I can certainly understand someone missing a chat message. But if someone doesn't respond to chat, and acknowledge your existence, that frankly just pisses me off on some level, and I just don't watch them after that. I don't care how good they play the game, play Elite or something. I mean, I will watch someone do an exploration thing, like me. I'm sitting here cruising along at some awfully slow speed. But, I used to watch a lot of streams to learn. And now I watch a lot of people and hope they find something good, And sometimes I actually watch some streamers for their content and their music or something. Take Tony Curtis and, who is it? Starwood has some good effects and things. And Nikki Dangerous has some pretty cool stuff at times. And Nikki tends to do a lot of one-foot combat stuff, though, so that's why I don't watch him a whole lot. Or him, whatever they like to be called, I don't know. But if they're doing exploration, I'll watch them. All right, Cal. Well, you have a good series of jumps there and try to stay out of trouble. Enjoy your 4 hours and 20 minutes of naps. Thanks for coming in and chatting and keeping me awake. I mean, it's only 10:17 p.m. here, but... Anybody watching from where there's snow up in the Northeast? My son is still in Washington, D.C., at least for the next few days. I guess he's getting some snow again up there. My son has gotten into creating music. I don't know what computerized or AI tools or whatever he's using, but he's created a YouTube page and stuff, and got a couple of pieces of music out. Okay, we got no luck here at all, no Stratum. Let's just press on. I'm going to ignore that. That actually, that other Planet 5A is a nice find for somebody, so I'll leave it for them. It's saying if you find everything on 5A, you can get between 21 and 24 million credits base value. So that's 100 million on that one planet if you took the time to find all 7 bios. Which I'm not going to. I'm not even going to go visit it. I started saying, where am I going? But it's directly behind said planet. Let us go. I'm coming up on my first hour, so I'll probably go at least another hour. Unless things get real fun and exciting, then I will keep going, but I'm all ready for a nap. I do like to stream, though, on Monday, so I hope real life will let me. I have some things I've got to get done tomorrow, so that's why I won't be streaming probably till the evening. I do like.
Primary star. Undiscovered.
Undiscovered, there's nothing here. I do like the Mandalay. It sure handles heat really well. That's one of the things of the aspects. have to wait to cool down sometimes because I like to scoop close to the star and get her done. Get the scoop over with, and then I usually would have to wait to cool down, but I really don't usually have to do that in the mandolin. Cool down before the jump. I mean, you don't have to, but it keeps that pesky alarm from going off.
Scan static, stand by.
We have orbital lines here. That's a good thing because there's 27 bodies, so let's see what somebody has mapped out for us to pilfer. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to scan this. Let's see. No first footballs. Let's see if there's anything good. Sulfur dioxide with no life. Sulfur dioxide with no life. Sulfur dioxide with 1. That's probably... Okay, and there's the first football, of course. No first football. And ammonia with 3. Huh. Let's see what that is. I'm not going to worry about the sulfur dioxide with 1 life because there's the first football. Let's see what we have here. Take a moment to find it in this mess of...
Body C1A.
Okay.
Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
Well, I don't think we'll be going there. Where the... Get out of here, jeez. It's only got 3 bios, but it's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 things listed. First thing to note, there's only 1 relatively high value item. That's a concha, and it's got a red down arrow. Conchas typically drop off the list anyway, but that's unlikely. So this Aliota will drop off. This concha will drop off. So there won't be anything worth getting anyway. So, oh well. Maybe that's why the other commander didn't effort it either. Kind of surprised though to find a fully mapped system above the galactic plane up here and sparse stars, but then again, when the stars are sparse and an area has been explored, typically everything's mapped and stuff because there's so few stars.
Interstellar travel mode engaged.
It's easy to just like pick a star and then you just do all the adjacent stars around because there's not that many. I've actually done that a few times out here. Just jump a little ways away and then I'll just
undiscovered.
Start picking on neighboring stars. Let's see what's here. We got 4 bodies, 3 stars so far. Put some distance between the stars and myself. Let's see what we have. Not around those 2 stars, so... Just a box full of junk. Oh, howdy. How are you? Just a box full of junk. That sounds like one of my kitchen drawers, kind of. Where the hell are you hiding at then? Oh, you just got the game? Have you ever played it before? I know you just said you just downloaded it, but you might have been re-downloading it. It's a fun game to play. Got kind of a steep learning curve, though. But once you get some of the basic things committed to memory, it's pretty straightforward and pretty easy. I'm 68 years old and I've managed to figure it out. Okay, I lied. I'm 67 years old. I'll be 68 in a couple of months, so that's close enough, though. Oh, thanks for the follow. I appreciate that.
Scanning for information.
Primary star.
You might notice that there are a few older elite players. That's kind of unusual, really. And for as games go, you'll find out that there are a lot of older elite dangerous players. It may not just be elite. Maybe a lot may be space simulators in general. I don't know. You're 41. That's a good age to be. I remember when I was 41. I remember when I was 40, that's for sure. My wife threw a kick-ass birthday party for me. You're in game right now? Are you still... Oh, I guess if you just downloaded the game, you're still in the newbie bubble. Well, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. If I don't know, someone in chat will know. And you'll find the Elite Dangerous community on Twitch to be very helpful. Yeah, the Matat. You'll find that people are, in general, very helpful to any player, not just new players, but any player. I learn a lot from people in chat. I used to watch, when I first started playing, I wasn't really streaming Elite at first, and but I used to watch a lot of streamers and ask a lot of, questions. Because, the manual is so hard to read, the one that comes with the game. But now, though, they do have some better training thing. They didn't have a lot of training. Oh, well, thank you for that. Thank you for the sub there. You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it. But you'll find, since the instruction manual that comes with Elite Dangerous is pretty lame or non-existent.
Ammonia atmospheric landable with life.
And it's hard to figure out some things on your own sometimes, so don't be afraid to ask somebody. I learn from people in chat all the time. I've been playing 5 years now, and
Body 1D.
Never been people playing this thing from the original version back from like 1984. Of course, there's no comparison really between the two games, but that probably might explain some of the age of some of the players who used to play it when they were younger. I am currently out here with the Distant Worlds 3 expedition, hanging out with them and just off on my own doing some exploration. I am targeting K-type stars only right now, and looking in particular for a specific type of biology to scan, or maybe stumble across an Earth-like world. Welcome to the galaxy. There you go. A word to the wise: do not leave that area until you're ready to. It's the real galaxy is no different than that area you're at, but it can be difficult to grind away at some things. How do I do this one? I have no idea. There are lots of pirate killing going on in this game. You'll find those missions for pirate killing at almost every station. Missions for that. But if you look in, have you already accepted that mission? If you have, then if you look on your left panel under transactions, it should be listed. Or mine says no outstanding missions. It should be listed. You should be able to click on it though and read up on it a little bit. It should give you some information about what you need to do. Should have done that though before you went on the page where you accepted the mission at though. I have a colonized system that I built that has pirates and stuff in it, so I can go kill pirates in my own home system. Okay, 18 bodies here. I did not check. I checked everything else, but I did not check to see if this place had been mapped or not. Doesn't look like it has. Let me show you where I'm at in the galaxy real quick since I've got this panel opened. I'm completely on the far side of the galaxy from where you are. You are over here in the bubble area. I'm 60,000 light years away from there on the far side of the galaxy. You're in Dromi, D-R-O-M-I, I believe it's spelled. Yeah. You are here. 59,000 light years away from me. But you have some protections while you're in the Pilots Federation area, the newbie area. Protections. Normal players can't access that area. So you're kind of insulated from people wanting to kill you and things like that. They're gankers, they're called. You can't move your mouse left or right, only forward. What screen? I mean to fly? You can control your mouse and key bindings though if you go hit your escape key. While you're in the game, if you just hit your escape key, I assume you're playing on you're in Odyssey on a PC, and then go into options under controls. If you're in the ship, ship controls, you can go into there. Hey, Admiral Sandog, and you can change or modify your key bindings as to what the mouse axes do and the sensitivity and things like that. And what buttons and things control your engine thrust and things like that. All that stuff is configurable. We have a new player, Admiral Sandog. He just got the game. And just a box full of junk. Just got the game. And he's asking questions. It's been a long time since I've been in the Pilots Federation area, in the newbie bubble, and went through that. I don't even know what the game offers now for training missions and things. If you haven't done the training, I highly recommend you do the training, though. You can get yourself familiar with the controls of the ship and things. I forgot what I was doing here. I'm out here looking at K-type stars. Okay. K-type stars, looking for Stratum Tectonica and maybe an occasional Earth-like world. I found like 6 of them so far since we've been out here. Found one last night on the way back to the carrier. Just by pure luck. Made 1 billion credits though. 1 billion credits in yesterday's stream. And after I ended the stream, I headed back to the carrier. I topped that off. I mean, I had like 600 something million at the end of the stream. But by the time I got back to the carrier, I had, over 1 billion credits. It was a good time. One system alone had 3 Stratum Tectonica in it. and just a box full of junk. What I'm doing right now is, this is called the FSS scanner. You can scan the system to get details about bodies and things. And once I scan them, then that tells me if there's life or not on the planet. And then once
starting in 1
and once I
minute.
determine if there's life or not, then I'll figure out if I want to effort going down to see if it's any good life. There are other tools that you can use to help with that. That's something you probably won't have to worry much about for a few days. You might want to talk to somebody who uses, some people use a mouse to fly with. I don't. I use a joystick. I always have since day one of the game, so I'm not one of those people. Now, there are probably some people watching in chat that fly with a keyboard and mouse. Anybody in there want to help him out? You may have to use the mouse and, some buttons on your keyboard for the throttle and stuff, and maybe thrust left or thrust right. You do have a controller? Well, good luck on that. There are people that play with a controller also. I have a controller. I've never tried to fly with it before. But, a lot of people came over from Xbox, so the controller's a quite viable, way to fly. If you play with the controller a lot, you'll probably have better luck than... more luck than I would have. I haven't used a controller in a game except for a game called Stray. That's the only game I've used the controller for in years.
Jumping to next system.
And now that you mention it, I might try using my controller on my other computer. I have another joystick, but I have a Linux box set up with Elite and stuff on. And I might just hook the controller to it and try learning to fly with the controller on it instead of my SATEC joystick.
Undiscovered.
Admiral Sandog, what have you been doing? Or maybe you can't see me because the ads might be running. See, since you subscribed, just a box of junk or full of junk. Geez, you don't have ads. Thanks again for that sub, though. I appreciate that. I don't get subs very often. I don't stress over it, but, it's a nice thing. People do sub. Was that a ring? Oh, it was a ring. Okay. You cannot accept a mission unless you're at a station. And you'll have to go to the mission board while you're in a station, and that's where you would accept a mission at. If you're ready for that. You have done the training though, right? I really, if you haven't done it yet, I really recommend you do the training.
Body C1 meets mapping criteria.
There's
Body C2
2 water worlds.
meets mapping criteria.
It'll get you familiar with how to do hyperspace jumps and how to navigate a little bit and how to target things. And believe me, all of those things I just mentioned are things that you will do every time you fly.
System discovery complete.
And if you haven't
First
discovered it
body to
yet, there's a
map is
really
C2.
nice camera suite that you can take pictures with inside and outside your ship when you're on foot, all kinds of stuff. Very nice. You can take screenshots and stuff. This game has some really, really beautiful scenery. I don't think you can see my ship here. It's probably too dark. Let's see. Oh. I'm trying to turn it so it's lit up a little better. I'm in what's called the Mandalay. And that's my ship that I do my exploration in. And its name is Curious Cat. Because we're curious that way. But with the camera suite, though, you can do all kinds of cool stuff. Cockpit views. And I don't know if you play in have a VR headset and stuff, but the game is really, really nice in VR also. I have a Quest 2 headset. The only downside to that is the game does not support VR play while you're on foot, while you're outside the ship. You can play it in VR, you know, with the VR headset and stuff, but it just projects a 2D image on a kind of like on a screen in front of you. But other than that, you know, when you're flying and stuff, it's all in 3D. It's really awesome. All in VR. Getting some asteroid field or something to do some mining in VR. I did that in VR, and I found out those asteroids are really, really much bigger than you think. And these ships, though, are much bigger than you think. Like, this looks like a pretty tiny ship, but it's a medium ship, but it's pretty good size, actually.
All right then.
Primary star. Undiscovered.
But again, if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to try to answer them. If not, then I can find somebody that can do it. Well, fortunately, your rebuy price is free in that initial Sidewinder. And that's a rule that you need to learn. And I'm very serious about this. Once you start getting some money up and you get out of that, you get another ship other than the free Sidewinder. You need to have enough money to rebuy your ship, or pay for the insurance, essentially, the rebuy cost. The rebuy is always cheaper than the initial cost of the ship, but don't ever fly without a rebuy, because if you don't have enough money, you can't get your ship back, and you will lose it, and you'll be stuck with another free Sidewinder. So always have a rebuy when you're flying. You got destroyed. Did the station blow you up, or did you just have some type of fatal crash there?
Body 3. Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
Yeah, if you ever, for any reason, fire your weapon at the station and hit the station, it will immediately kill you. Sometimes it will kill you even if you don't hit the station. Like I said, you know, that's the whole point of being where you are now and stuff is to learn and get some experience before you get thrown to the wolves. Not much different out in the real world per se. It's just, you know, it's not quite so cushiony. And again, where you're at right now, other real life players cannot, even if you're in open, You know, there's 3 modes to the game. There's open play, there's a private group, and then there's solo. In solo, you play by yourself. You will never ever run into another commander. In open, you might run into another commander, you know, anywhere. In a private group, that's just, you might run into another commander, but only commanders that have been invited to play in that private group and actually have selected to play in that private group can interact together. So if you're worried about other players killing you, then you want to be in solo or in a private group. That being said, you'll find in open, unless you're near a popular station in the bubble or with some organized area or high traffic area, running into another commander is somewhat rare. So it's not a big thing. I'm normally in open all the time when I'm exploring, but I'm in the private group right now with the other 12,000 or whatever people that are involved in this expedition. So we can see each other on the map. At least you can see friends on the galaxy map. And then did I finish? Okay, I did. But I don't want to scare you about being in open. You'll be fine, you know, once you learn the ropes a little bit. Now, I'm only going to say, if you're carrying high-value items and you're in open and you're worried about getting killed, or you're going to get mad if somebody kills you and you lose all your money or your data or something, don't be in open while you're transporting or carrying high-value items. I mean, if you're worried about that, because it could happen, it will happen. If you go to like one of the engineers to upgrade your ship and you're in open,
Body A.
the gankers like to loiter about high traffic areas where people go, where they know they can find people. So they'll hang out around some of the more popular engineering sites and stuff, looking for the low-hanging fruit of people in open to try to gank. And that's generally not a problem. And some people don't mind that. Some people get all bent out of shape about it. I'm just saying that if you're worried about it, you know, as long as you've got a rebuy for your ship and you get killed, it's not a big deal. Unless, like say for example, I spend 3 months out in deep space exploring, and I get billions of dollars worth of data, right? But I don't get that money until I turn it in somewhere. And I go in, and I hold on to that data until I get back to the bubble. And if I stay in open and I go someplace to turn it in that's a high trafficked area and I get ganked there and die before I turn it in, I lose all that data. And am I going to be mad? Yeah, I'm going to be a little miffed, I admit. But I'm actually good. I would be more miffed at myself because I know better. You know, I know that if I have something of value that I will be upset about losing, then I'm not going to be in open. And I'll try not to kill myself doing something. But that being said, again, getting ganked is extremely rare. And if you're not around any high value or high trafficked areas, running into another commander is pretty unlikely. And even if you do, it's unlikely they're a ganker. You know, there aren't that many gankers. There, you know, probably a few hundred people do ganking or something often in the game. So the odds of you getting ganked are pretty low, unless you're just unfortunate and don't think about what you're doing. You know, it's kind of like willingly going down a dark alley carrying a wallet full of money, you know, at night in a bad neighborhood or something. But again, I must stress, if you haven't done the training, and yet I don't think you answered me if you've done the training or not. If you haven't done the training things, you need to do those.
That's quite something.
Even they have training for on-foot methods, you know, stuff. They have training for flying. I don't know if they have any training for mining and stuff like that, but you know, some of the basic things about the game, they have training things for now. They didn't have a lot of that when I started the game.
Body A.
Of course, when I started the game, you couldn't do on-foot stuff. That was something that came up in Odyssey. You know, we have 9 bodies here, 3 stars. So we have 6 planets or moons. Let's see what we got. Got a gas giant, no Earth-like. We can tell that by the spectrum that's shown on the scanner here.
Body C2. Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
No life there.
Week 12 since last station. Fuel running thin again. Stars calling from systems unexplored.
You seem like you're doing pretty well if you just got the game today. Got it downloaded.
She flies alone out there through dangers yet unseen. Stars calling, her courage.
And I know people who just start out in the game in like less than a day or two. They're already outside the Pilots Federation area. They just decided to, I'm going to go wing it and go out over here and do stuff, and that's fine.
Completing system scan for cryptography.
You'll
Body
find
A.
a lot of the streamers have Discord servers with other players on them. So you might, I would say my Discord, I have a Discord server, but there's not really many people on it to do anything. But some of the other gamers or other streamers have very active, much more active Discord servers that you might want to join to meet people and talk to. You're more than welcome to join my Discord server, of course, but I'm just saying there's not a lot of people. It's a very low activity thing. Since I'm mentioning it, I'll go ahead and... There. Pretty much all that happens on my Discord server is people post pictures of pretty plants and things, or pictures of their pets. Once again, I'm going to honk yet again because I didn't notice the count here. Okay, it's just the 2 stars. And what you learned about the station there is true of also of fleet carriers and other outposts. Any place, it's got landing pads and stuff. You shoot them, they will blow you out of the water. And people take advantage of that sometimes, and they're fighting each other near a station. One of the people will fly near the station or something, and the other person shooting at them will inadvertently hit the station. That's actually a technique, but or hit the carrier or something like that, and then the carrier or whatever will open up on them. Did not notice if this was undiscovered or not. It might be. No Earth likes.
Body A1.
Possibly.
Sulfur dioxide
Possible stratum
atmospheric
tectonica
landable
there.
with
It's either
life.
that or bacteria. We'll have to go map it and see.
Body B3.
That would
Neon
be cheap
atmospheric
bacteria.
landable with life.
You're trying to find Moss and Dock. Find the map, but you can't select it. Okay. When you say you find the map, are you saying you find what system is it in? Is it in Drami or is it in Matet? See how it says there's a permit there? For me, I can't go there because that's in the Pilots Federation area. But at any rate, okay, that's fine. Is it in that same system? If it's in the same system, you should be able to find it in your nav panel. Let me see real quick if it's in that system or not. Okay. Now there's two ways you can do this. The first thing, the easiest way for you to do would go to your left panel. Usually you hit the number 1 key or something. Go to your navigation and scroll down, and you should see this. And if you have a mission, an active mission to turn it in, it will be highlighted in blue. Do you see it in your navigation panel? And if you do see it there, all you have to do is just click on it. And when you click on it, it'll bring up this screen, and you just click Lock Destination. That's the traditional way. Another way you can do it is through the system map. If you can see a map of the system, you can just click, point at it and hold the mouse button down, and it'll target it. I don't want to do that because it'll change what I'm doing right now. But you should it should show up on your nav panel though, if you're in that system. Since you say you're in Dromi and it's the first thing there from the star, you should be able to see it in your nav panel, and it should be blue. Did you find it yet? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah. Gold, blue, hang on. Blue typically are the missions. And also that'll show up on the galaxy map too. Yeah, but just click on the blue, and then it'll bring up a excuse me, a thing at the bottom, and just say lock target or lock it, on the left-hand side at the bottom. And you should be good to go. Then you can get into Super Cruise and Super Cruise Assist there if you want, and it will navigate you there once you get pointed at it. And as you get more experienced, I would recommend you don't super cruise the things all the time. You want to stay in practice in flying and controlling your throttle and stuff to some degree. I pretty much only use Super Cruise Assist when I'm done with things. I do auto dock though most of the time.
Body A2. Carbon dioxide.
Except when I'm on a planet with no place to land. I mean, when I'm exploring, those don't have landing pads, so I have to land manually anyway. Well, the ships will land themselves nowadays, but I had that turned off because I never land close to where I want to be. Okay, nothing here. Oh, there's that one planet that might have stratum. Planet 1. So we gotta go check it out real quick. You just click on it. Click on lock destination. Now, if you don't, do you know how to engage your Super Cruise assist? You can do that also through your nav panel. Once you target the thing right next to where you lock the destination, you can click that to Super Cruise, you know, to enable the Super Cruise. Or there are keybinds for that too. Usually it's by pressing J to start your Super Cruise, but there's no keybind to do Super Cruise assist though that I know of. At any rate, don't want to get ahead of things there, so. But just for your information, when you have active missions on the galaxy map, depending on where you are, you may see a blue symbol. Let me go back to let me get back to the bubble here real quick. Something in the bubble, I don't care where. So I don't have any active missions to show you, but you will see how there are like colored symbols sometimes above things. Like this has a Titan. This has a cross stuff, but sometimes you'll see it like a blue active mission symbol, and that'll tell you where it is you need to go or something. And if you forget, if you're working a mission and you don't remember where your mission's at that you need to turn in, or where you need to go to perform the mission, just go back to your left panel again and go to the transactions, and again just select that mission and look at the information, and it will give you an option on that, I think, to see a system map or galaxy map, basically to plot a course to that location. I might be wrong on that last bit, but I know it'll give you all the information you need to, where to turn in and where to go to perform it, and what you need to do. And we are going to do a loop. We're going to do a loop. We're going to do a loop. We don't want to do a loop, but we're going to do a loop. I'm trying. I failed. It's time.
The Cardi in a demonstration of piloting skill has performed 128 loops of shame. Pitiful.
Yeah, it's way more than that. All that trouble just to find out that there's going to be bacteria here and not stratum. The reason I'm checking this planet is the third-party tool. And I know from experience that the third-party tool, when you have a sulfur dioxide planet with 1 or 2 bios, it usually is either bacteria or stratum tectonica or stratum cucumbus. But in this case, the third-party tool is telling me it could be either bacteria or stratum tectonica. So we shall see which it might be. If it's stratum, I'll go down and get it and make my 95 million. If it's the bacteria, I will ignore it with dignity, and we shall continue on our journey to the next K-star on the route. And it's bacteria. About 90% of the time, that's what it is. But there's that one little bit of chance that it might not be, so we have to check it to be sure.
But somewhere past the stars I see, there's someone reaching back to me.
There is a lot to this game that's behind the scenes, and there's a lot of subtle things that you can do that you'll learn, and some things you just have to learn, you know, to figure them out. But and there are many things in this game that you can spend years in this game and never ever do. I don't do a lot of... I've never done any on-foot combat. The PV, you know, first-person shooter type stuff. Yet. I haven't done any of it. I use the excuse that I'm old and my reflexes suck at trying to do that type of stuff. But I've got to do some of it at some point. This system has been discovered and is mapped.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
60,000 light years from the bubble, and this system has already been discovered and mapped. It's not that uncommon, actually. 400,000 billion stars in this map, though, that you can go to, so... There are plenty of stars still that are undiscovered. Plenty of things to find. That doesn't look like a very large number of bodies, though. Nitrogen with 1, that's informing. Now I'm going to demonstrate that other way you can target something. If you can see it on the system map, all you've got to do is point at it and hold your mouse button down and it will target it. And now we'll go see if we can find the informant. I'm not going to waste a lot of time on that informant though. It's not the highest paying thing. Not bad though. It's one of the higher paying bacteria though. I think I gave up on informant the other day. I couldn't find it. Why is that saying unexplored? Oh, it's because I didn't have an FSS system. That reminds me, how many bodies were here? No, that's not what I wanted. How many bodies were here? I only saw like 6. Okay, that's why I only saw 6. And just because a system's been mapped and explored doesn't mean there's a difference between exploring and doing exobiology. Someone coming through exploring might have discovered a system and mapped it, or FSS'd it so it shows up on the map. But they didn't actually land on the planet and go sample the genetic data. You can tell that from the system map by clicking on the planetoid and looking at the planetary information. And it'll tell you when you click on it if there's who discovered it, and if there's a first footfall. If there's a first footfall and there's life, then you can pretty much assume that that person landed there to go sample the biology. But it doesn't. Those are two different things. So we're just going to do another loop here. We'll make it look like we intended to do it this time, though.
Body 5. Auto-scanned nitrogen atmospheric landable.
There we go. But there is having a first footfall doesn't guarantee that somebody actually did genetic sampling, but a lot of these systems, especially out here, were either discovered or mapped in horizons, and that data was carried over into the Odyssey version of the game. Excuse me. But and you couldn't do on foot stuff in horizons. But just because something's been mapped and everything, be sure to check to see if there's a first footfall and if there's life. The good thing about that, having it previously mapped and stuff like that and showing up on the system map, means you don't have to FSS it in most cases to determine whether there's life or not. You just click on the planet that has an atmosphere and look at the information. It'll tell you how many life signs are there. It will not tell you what's there. It'll tell you that there's possibly life. But once you get experience, you start to learn what types of life go with what types of atmospheres and things. Or you use a third-party tool like I do with the Lead Observatory and the BioInsights plugin. Or you can use SRV Survey. Several other little tools too are very helpful for the explorer and exobiologist. Okay. Well, we knew that the bacteria was there already. We just didn't know where it's at. Now we know where it's at. Let's go see if we can find it. I'm only doing this to break the monotony of just scanning and stuff. 'Cause I don't really care if I find this informant or not, but it'll be fun, right? We can only hope. That looks pretty good. The colors look pretty good there. I'm blind. I'm leaning in trying to see if there's any greenish tint to that teal or cyan there. I'm hoping there is, and it looks like there is. So. Gosh, I don't know why I'm getting so tired already. Why do I have a hiccup? So how's it going? Just a box full of junk? Making any progress there on your mission?
Intelligent thrusters engaged.
And of course, bacteria loves flat places, and this looks like it's going to be good. Because you can see where these wind-blown areas are. We can call them wind-blown. These grayish areas are smooth. Usually don't find the bacteria much in rough areas. So let's see if the game is great and gives us one close to where we drop out like it usually does. Not quite as flat as I would like, though. Get the gear down. And sometimes, since I have a crappy GPU, it takes a while for things to render initially. Let's go look over here. Usually the game's nice though and gives me one pretty close to where I dropped down at. It'll be a greenish tinted grayish spot.
You die through spinning nebulae. You dodge the void's embrace. You feel scoop from burning giants.
Game's not loving me today. So what I'm gonna do is we'll cheat a little bit. Not cheat, but we'll use the camera suite to look around to see if we can see one. Not gonna be over there in the flat area. I don't want to forget to look down below me though. I'm not seeing Jack, or Bob, or Fred. What's that? There's one, I think. Where's it at from my ship? My ship is here. Turned that way, about 90, 80 degrees to the right. Because I am having fun exploring. I know you're watching this stream. I know it was over here somewhere. Where was it? Where'd it go? I know it's over here. Normally I don't have this much trouble spotting them. Where'd it go? I know it was here. Oh, it literally is here. It's right underneath me. Okay. Oh, that's gonna hurt. I did not want to land yet. I want to see where this thing's at. Here it is. Okay. Let me land. I should be polite. Hang on.
distant shores. Now I'm flying solo through the black, but I can feel you by my side.
Here.
Every course you help me navigate, every risk you help me ride. Smokey, you showed me how to be brave.
It's my Smokey song.
Felt too wide, you purr in every engine's hum. You're the reason I still fly through the nebulae and asteroid fields. I carry what you gave. Smokey,
The first football, which is good.
brave, still reaching for the stars like you showed me how.
New biological and geological codex entry. Bacterium informem, red. New codex entry. Bacterium informem, red. Bacterium informem confirmed present. Base value 8.42 million, minimum sample distance 500 meters. First partial sample collected.
Okay, let's find us a nice flat area. Let's go this way and see if we can find one.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Sometimes the game is real nice and it just gives them to you. Sometimes not so much. In particular with Informant, I have literally actually had to go up and down to orbit several times before I actually found them. Usually it lets you find one right off the bat. I'm busy.
That little sound you used to make when morning came and we'd awake to find ourselves in some new place, still echoes through this endless space. You showed me how to be brave when the universe felt too wide. You're pouring every empty.
Not seeing any though. Might have to pull the camera out and try that again here in a second. There's one. Here's one. Green helps. It helps that it's green. Do.
Second partial sample collected.
This would be 40 million more credits with the discovery bonus. The discovery bonus basically you take the base value and multiply it times 5. Again, I'll reiterate, even though I say this all the time, the discovery bonus is not the same thing as a first footfall. Discovery bonus is what you get, the reward you get for being the first to turn in a genetic sample from a planet or moon. This first footfall is the first person to walk on
traveled
said
over
planet.
500 meters from previous sample.
The only thing good about not having a first footfall when you discover something is you know no one has been there to do exobiology. But it is very possible, and I've done it, to get the discovery bonus, although I did not get the first footfall. But again, if there is no first footfall, you get the bonus for discovering the planet and stuff, generally. And you know that no one has been there to do exobiology, so. Okay, let's find us some flat lands and go look. Okay, we have some flat land. There should be one down here somewhere. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. It's not flat enough there. That's not smooth enough. I wish I had my other GPU. This frame rate, what is the frame rate? The frame rate sucks. It's 24, 25. Okay, I don't even know what. I'm probably heading in the wrong direction. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put serious distance here. I'm glad you decided to chase high stuff. That's the way to go if you want to make money. This looks promising. Let's take a gander around a second with the camera. Let's try the right button this time. Okay, it's not liking me. I'm not liking this. So, what I'm going to do since this whole area is supposed to have informant, let's just give the game a chance to regenerate some things over here where things are new.
Watch her take flight, breaking free tonight. Through the stars she soars, chasing something more.
It's not the smooth stuff that I would really like, but I have to give it time to render though. One game, do your magic, make something pop up for me.
Every warning light burns red, racing through the stars tonight. Never looking back in flight.
Okay, rocks and things are starting to show up now.
Danger zone, in the dark alone, finding her own
Well, this is disappointing.
day by day. Asteroids inside, mining in the night. She feels the pulse
A little green smudge somewhere.
as fear begins to fade. Racing through the stars tonight. Never looking
Okay. Oh, what's that? Don't think it's green. All right.
in uncharted space she flies. Every system must
There we go. Okay.
life forms never seen.
I went and checked anyway, but it was green. I wasn't sure if it was green or not.
History setting new worlds.
We can find a place to land here. All right, we'll be done.
Watch her soar.
There's a rock there.
Sample collection complete.
Through silent space, born from the void, I find my place. Distant suns burn beyond the edge.
Okay.
Nothing holds holds me to any pledge. In the darkness between worlds, I am
We are done in this system. Now we can press on.
I am void-born, child of empty space. Infinite expanse, my heart's embrace. No gravity chains my wandering soul. I am void-born, the darkness makes me whole. Black holes sing lullabies, ancient and deep.
Let's go.
Keep time as I drift and leave. Nebulae cradle me, cosmic dust. The silence teaches what I always must. In the darkness between worlds, I am home.
Maybe we'll have more joy now.
Universe unfolds.
Vectors.
I am void.
Well, we now have 232 million. I usually do about 300 million in a 3-hour period, so actually doing worse than average because when I started this stream, I already had 2 stratum tectonicas, so
Darkness makes me whole.
that could change in this one system.
Fear the emptiness, the space between the light. But I was made for moments when planets leave my sight.
Guess we need to click in the right window.
Gathering information. Cartography.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Freedom in the nothingness where my spirit's finally free.
Nothing but stars. Okay.
I am void-born,
Jumping to next system.
infinite expanse, my heart's
So,
I am safe, forever is soul. I am void-born, the dark
you still there, Just a Box? Did you get your mission done?
states.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Oh, 19 things here.
I am void-born, the darkness makes me whole.
2 stars. 17 planet moons to check out.
I am strong.
Since we can't scan through the star, I make them tiny in the sky, but put some distance between me and them.
Body B7. Neon atmospheric landable. Body
I have a
B6.
lot of high hopes for this
Neon
system because there's not a lot of
atmospheric
high
landable with life.
metal content bodies, but it is what it is.
Body B1. Neon atmospheric landable with life.
Might have crystal shards there, and or bacteria. I guess it's only got one bio, so don't know which one it is. It's probably the bacteria though.
Body A3.
That's cheap
Argon
bacteria
atmospheric
and or
landable with life.
fonticula.
Body A2. Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable. Body A5.
More cheap
Argon
bacteria.
atmospheric landable with life. Body A1. Sulfur dioxide
Possibly stratum
atmospheric
tectonica.
landable
We'll
with
have to go
life.
map it and see.
Meets mapping criteria. Body A8. Neon atmospheric landable with life. Body A7.
Odds are it's not going to be stratum,
Neon-rich
but
atmospheric
we'll
landable.
go check it out real quick and
System
see.
discovery complete. First body
Planet
to map is
1.
A1.
Won't take a moment to get there and find it. See, won't take long to get disappointed. Let's go see. Time for another loop of shame. Oh.
FBI, open up!
Wake up. Moonshot Studios is raiding. Forcing 2 victims to suffer through your stream.
Hello there. Thanks for the raid. How are you doing? The wrong video played though. I just have been working on my alerts. That's not the right video. Thanks again for the raid. How are you doing? Having fun tonight? Let's find out if this is bacteria or stratum tectonica. I'm sure it's the bacteria, but we'll see real quick. I'm just looking at K-type stars out here with Distant Worlds 3. Just having fun. Oh, I've got my own Loop of Shame video there, encounter and stuff. Not supposed to do that though. Let me see real quick. It's not. Well, I'll check to see which video it's supposed to be playing. I might have left it at that one as a test. So. And it's the bacteria. No stratum for me. Oh, good luck. Is that where you need to go through Route 33 or something? You're gonna run into a lot of not close together stars out here. We've left Beagle Point and heading to other parts. You see Beagle Point's over here. We're heading over this way. I'm actually just coming out here looking at K-stars, seeing what I get. Well, I know you can get here in a Sidewinder. You can. But I think there's been a route already found. I think someone called it Route 33. You might Google that or something, and it might give you a clue on how to navigate here. I wanted to check something real quick. Let me look at StreamerBot. Might take me a moment. Okay. Here it goes. My poor computer is having a heart attack right now. Not responding. Come on, StreamerBot. What is going on? There we go. New raid. It's actually supposed to play this. Why that? I'm going to trigger this alert a second just to see something here. That's what it's supposed to do.
What's this? I didn't expect company.
FBI, open up!
Weird.
Wake up. Cole Guy 23188 is raiding. Forcing 42 victims to suffer through your stream.
That's odd. I have no idea why it didn't set the right video or file name there. I'll have to look at that. At any rate, what was I doing? Oh, Route 33. Yeah, Route 33 is a well-documented travel path in Elite Dangerous designed to traverse the abyss. What's your jump range? I hope it's at least 33.3 light years.
Nebulae of many colors sing their silent song.
Oh yeah, you should be able to make it then.
Scanning every sun.
I'm trying to actually find you a link.
Ads starting in 1 minute.
There's one in EDSM, Frontier Forums. Here. I don't think you'll need any, but this might help you out. And the ads are coming up in 30 seconds. Sorry about that, but there is nothing in this system we want now since that Stratum Tectonica turned out to be a nothing burger. So let's press on. See all the stars, right?
Every planet, every star is my immortal legacy. Brave navigator of the celestial sea.
You're certainly welcome, though, for the information there. I know that you could bring a Sidewinder out here. I know people that have done it, but
Jumping to next
someone actually mentioned Route 33 to me the other day. That's how I know it. It's not that I have a super memory or anything, all knowledgeable. It's just someone actually mentioned that to me the other day. If you make it out this far, though, if you can get on one of the Distant Worlds 3, group, they'll take you around to do stuff.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Too many commercials may be running. You may not be able to see. Nothing here but the stars and me, and I am not here either.
Among the stars.
leaving system.
And for those of you who watch this VOD on YouTube that's not seeing the ads that are running right now, be sure to subscribe to me on YouTube. And you can even like it if you want.
Mission log 2184. Just another day out here. Stars keep moving past my door. Base, can you still
Raven's blessing us with a tunnel.
radio so quiet now?
Primary star. Undiscovered.
Static fills my head.
7 bodies. That's a good number. Alright. Don't blame you for raiding and running. Appreciate the raid. Nice to meet you, by the way. I've watched your stream a couple of times. I don't know if you remember me or not. I think we've actually chatted in chat before.
Floating free.
Thanks for bringing your friends in.
Floating free.
Come on, give me a sulfur dioxide with 2 biosignals.
Body 2. Meets mapping criteria.
Well, no more of those, but that being said, it all may not be lost. What's this? Oh. It's not an Earth-like. It was close to the spectrum of an Earth-like, position-wise, but it's not.
Messages from Earth slow down. Each day they're harder to find.
How long will I be streaming?
System discovery complete.
Well, another 30 or 40
First body
minutes.
to map is 2.
Nothing here. Let's go see what's in the next luxurious system. Just waiting for us to come there and pilfer it. What I should do is, the next system after I scan it, I should punch straight through the galactic core to the other side, looking at K-stars. Maybe I'll do that just for the fun of it. What do y'all think?
The touch of
Do about 15 systems down or something. Let's do that. See what's here.
Completing system scan for utility.
Primary star. Undiscovered.
There's nothing here. Well, let me see. Are we in? If we're still in the gap, it looks like we're still in the gap. May not be very beneficial to do that. Let's see what the stellar density is here. Getting pretty lame. Getting closer though. Maybe one more jump. We'll do one more jump before we try going down. Maybe we'll have a few more stars to work with. Once we start getting closer to the spiral arm over there, density will rapidly pick up.
Commander, Picard is signing off.
Scanner activating.
Primary star.
Okay, one more jump.
Undiscovered.
I'm really trying to get across this gap a little bit before I punch down.
One more leap, I'm not turning back.
Only 108 jumps left in this route anyway.
Metal heart steady, not sure I'll find.
Vectors.
You there somewhere past the
Had no intention of completing this route anyway. This is just the direction I picked to go and select K stars on the route. And I'm staying intentionally above the galactic plane to try to minimize the discovered systems.
Analyzing now.
Body A. Undiscovered.
Close star proximity.
Body A1. Close star proximity, K. Landable, no atmosphere. Proximity score, 108.
Huh. 36 bodies. Jeez. Okay. Wow. I'm glad I did that one more jump. Let's see. Put some distance between me and the stars. They won't hide anything behind them, hopefully. Oh, got a variety of things. No Earth-like, but water world though. Oh, gotta start somewhere.
Body BC1. Meets mapping criteria.
Is it a green gas giant? Definitely not. Moons? Yes, there be moons.
Body BC5b.
Crystal shards.
Non-atmospheric landable with life.
Unlike the other planet that said crystal shards or bacteria, that one's just
Body
one
BC5D.
biological signal, so there's
Argon
definitely crystal
atmospheric
shards there.
landable with life.
If I was so inclined, I would go see what kind of mats they're dropping. I can probably figure that out just by looking at the what makes up the planet, though. The composition is
Body
more
BC4b.
crystal shards.
Non-atmospheric landable with life. Body BC3D. Ammonia atmospheric landable with life. Body BC3F.
Mm.
Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with
No
life.
high value items, though. We'll evaluate it when I'm done scanning. I'll look at the big list
Body
of
BC3E.
what's here. It's
Carbon
not, there are some
dioxide
good things
atmospheric
here. I
blendable
mean,
with life.
if you were so inclined, I'm just after real high value items, though. Wouldn't mind finding a green gas giant, though. Wouldn't mind finding a notable stellar phenomena either. I haven't found one of them in a long time. None in this region at all. It'd be nice if they were here, but I guess we're gonna have to go looking. There we go. Hopefully they're just moons.
Body A3. Meets mapping criteria.
Nope, they're not just moons, but there they are.
Body A2A. Sulfur dioxide atmospheric blendable with life.
Alright, no
System
stratum
discovery
tectonica.
complete. First body to map is A3.
Alright, here's what we're dealing with. 2A, that bacteria cerebus, I'll ignore that. 3 bios, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 shown, so 2 of these will drop off. Alliator and conch will probably be that, leaving nothing of any value. And E is 4 bios, again. Well, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 3 things are going to drop off. Tubus might be worth doing, though. If it doesn't drop off the list, we'd have to map it to see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1 thing's going to drop off here. Either be the concha or the alliota. I don't know which. These crystal shards, though. That's 4B and 5B. I don't think I'm going to effort any of these, but they're not bad things. This is a good system, I think. If somebody was just doing regular exobiology and stuff, but I'm not really inclined to get those. But I do want to see something real quick. 4B and 5B. 4B. Is this the right one? Yeah. 10 cancer, germanium. It's probably dropping ruthenium. 5B. Tellurium. Huh. How am I doing on tellurium? That's a useful item to have. Ruthenium's 20. Do I want to go collect some tellurium or to see? Nah, I don't guess so. Oh well, let's punch down now and see what we can find. We're 257 above the galactic plane. Let's see if we can find some stars down. We'll punch through and see what we can find here. Okay, 11 jumps. That's not too bad. We'll punch to the other side of the galactic plane and see what we find on the way. Again, this system's not bad. Wouldn't have been bad to go grab some of those items. I'm just not inclined to do that. Quite serious, and I'm looking for high-value items or Earth-like world.
Adjusting for jump. Amazing. That's quite something.
Probably by the time I'm done with this route, I will be ready to end the stream and wind down and take a nap for the night. Take the dog out. Wouldn't surprise me to find a few discovered systems as I'm punching through the galactic plane. We make it through this Braven tunnel.
Compiling data for cartography.
Primary star. Undiscovered.
14, that won't take too long. Let's see what we got.
Commander at the helm again. The curious cat won't let me rest.
No Earth-likes. Let's see.
Empty space, another world that fails the test. I've pushed this crew beyond their limit. They trust me though I'm running blind. Ice and rock on every scanner, but I
Body
can't
3.
search behind.
Massive planet.
I'm looking for that green horizon.
35G.
The frame shift drive keeps on burning.
65,000 kilometer radius. Wow, that's pretty big.
Is it out there? Am I crazy? Can I ask them one more time to believe in green horizons that I swear we're gonna find? They watch me when they think I'm sleeping. They wonder if
Body
I've
3D.
lost my way.
Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with
Nothing
life.
there really.
That this discovery's worth the wait. Another icy body fading, another rocky world behind. I see the doubt in all their faces, but I can't
Alright, let's make our life a little easier. Further out.
green horizon. One more system, one more try. The frame shift drive keeps on burning through the questions in my mind. Is it out there? Am I crazy? Can I ask them one more time to believe in green horizons that I swear we're gonna find?
Maybe just a planet with a bunch of moons to finish this off.
And there it is, filling up the view.
That's a cool color. It's not green though.
Suffered for, finally
Body 2A.
true.
Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable with life. Body 2B. Carbon dioxide
Well, if you
atmospheric
like
landable
Tubus,
with
this is
life.
the place to be. Tubus is a good staple for the exobiologist. You find an area with a bunch of it.
Body 2D. 5 of 6 premium boost materials.
Okay, I'm not going to worry about that Tubus there, but it's 7.77 million on those two planets.
Jumping to next system. Completing system scan. Stand by.
Rocks tonight. My ship cuts through the dust and stone.
15 bodies.
Shows a million threads, but pushing on alone. Each asteroid could be my last. The void is cold and unforgiving, but something pulls me further.
It didn't say undiscovered, so let's see if anyone's done any mapping. No.
Here I am, past the
Andy Buzzard Slacker. He just did a honk and a scoop through here.
end when no one else would ever go. The stars are calling me to find what
Maybe just a scoop without the honk. Who knows?
engines burn against the dark. The hull shakes with each narrow
Body B1. Close star proximity, M. Landable, no atmosphere. Proximity score, 121.
No idea what that proximity score means. I guess it means it's orbiting close to something.
I'll face the odds, however slim. Here I am,
Okay.
past the edge of what I know. Here I stand, when no one else will ever go. The stars are calling me.
Nada.
Eyes beyond.
Not a thing.
They'll never understand back home why I chase these distant lights. Some things can only be found in the deepest parts of night. Here I am, past the edge of what I know.
Affirmative.
Primary star. Undiscovered. Body 1. Close star proximity, K. Landable, no atmosphere. Proximity score, 141.
Eyes beyond.
No Earth-like. Let's see.
Out here in the silence, charting every star. The curious cat keeps flying, not sure how far. 1,000 worlds behind.
None of these are green.
Ice and stone and dust. Still I keep on searching because I must. They said it was a legend, a color no one seen, but something deep inside me believes in that green. Past another ice world, another barren sphere, I whisper to the darkness, are you near? I'm reaching for the wonder that they say can
Well,
be found. Flying through forever till I turn this around. Every empty planet makes me more sure
Jumping to
there's
Nexus.
something rare inside. sacred, worth searching for. And the curious cat keeps purring through the void so wide. Faith is my companion, hope is my guide. I've traveled past a million
Nothing here.
lifeless stones, but I won't stop believing I'm not alone. I'm reaching for the wonder that they say can't be found. Flying through forever till I turn this around. Every empty planet makes me more sure there's something rare and sacred worth searching.
Data incoming.
Body A.
And there
Undiscovered.
it is before me, jade across the black, the green gas giants calling. I'm never going back. Oh, I found my miracle. I found my miracle. My beautiful green miracle.
Not finding much of anything.
Reading system. Scanning for information.
Body A. Undiscovered.
There are 12 bodies here.
Body A4. Meets mapping criteria. Body A2. Sulfur dioxide atmospheric landable. Meets mapping criteria.
Light years from your touch. Star charts.
Body A3.
silence.
Meets mapping criteria.
Just me and the void. Breaking new ground. Each day I fly further past worlds no
Body
one's
A5.
seen.
Carbon dioxide atmospheric landable. Body
Possibly
A6.
stratum tectonic on
Carbon
A6.
dioxide atmospheric landable with life. Body of 1.
Let's go check real quick.
Neon-rich atmospheric landable.
Probably not, but we won't know
System
until we map
discovery
it.
complete. First body to map is A2.
Haven't had a whole lot of luck when
That's starting in 1 minute.
either bacteria or stratum last couple of days with only one biosignal. Usually I find, I get one every once in a while, but not lately.
New planets below, strange colors in space. My ship's running true. This in your
I'm looking at something, trying to see what the temperature is of those places. But
last outpost where no mask.
oh, it's 212 degrees Kelvin. That's probably going to be bacteria, but we'll see. Where am I going? There. Wait a minute. Oh. Duh. Ads in 10 seconds. Sorry, folks.
Galaxies unknown. I'll find my way back home. Coordinates locked, systems all green, breaking barriers of speed. Mission control, you caught me, just wanted to say I see everything we dreamed of out here in the stars. The void between us grows, but my heart beats stronger. Through galaxies unknown, I'll find my way back home. Just one more horizon, one last frontier, coming back to you.
Mapping complete.
And as expected,
Next body
it's
to map
bacteria.
is A2.
Next system, please.
Course adjust. Hyperspace velocity reached.
Looked up at endless space, calling out our names. I took your hand, said we never stop until we've seen what the void contains. Through nebulae
A bunch of things here.
Information. Cartography update.
I navigate by the stars.
I think I've been here before. Have I?
Every system holds a mystery.
All kinds of data showing up already.
Cosmic history.
Have I been here before?
Feel it pulling us away.
It is. I have been here before. What are the odds of that?
Are we brave enough to chase
Wow.
tomorrow when the universe is wide and far? Will you follow me beyond all sorrow, past the edge of who we
Huh.
think we are? Oh, we're reaching. La la la.
I'm trying to get some of my windows lined up here. There. I need another monitor. That's what I need. 3 is not enough. I have been in this system before. Okay, yeah. I was wondering why Elite Observatory populated the screen with the planets. This is where I found a couple of stratum tectonic. Oh no, I did not. There was a chance for it, but they dropped off.
Vectors.
Can you feel it pulling us away from everything we used to be? Are we brave enough to chase tomorrow when the universe is wide and far? Will you
Body A. Ancient star. Type K. Age 13.049 billion years. Undiscovered. Body B. Ancient star. Type M. Age 13.049 billion years.
That's pretty old.
Every comet, every sunset shows us what we can achieve.
Let's see what's here. Maybe a couple of water worlds. Let's see.
Body A4. Meets mapping criteria.
Are we brave enough to chase tomorrow when the universe is wide and far? Will you follow me beyond all sorrow, past the edge of who we think we are? Are we ready for what we might discover in the depths of endless night? Will you be my fellow rover as we sail into the light? Will we jet beyond the stars? Do you remember when we first looked up?
It's not very promising. Let's see.
Names.
Body A2.
Other water
Meets
world.
mapping
There's still another one
criteria.
here too.
Body A1. Meets mapping criteria. Body A3. Meets mapping criteria.
It's 3 water worlds
System
in the
discovery
system.
complete. First body to map is A1.
Your ship cuts through the endless black. Will you rise? Will you rise when the stars are burning cold?
Not sure I've ever come across that before. Sure, it's not that uncommon, but. Oh, welcome in. How are you doing, my friend?
Will you rise when death
All the viewers are like, well, thanks for that.
will you rise?
I'm just saying, I don't know if I've ever come across 3 water worlds in around one star before, but it's what it is.
Commander of your fate.
I'm going to be ending here in 3 jumps. Depending on what I find between here and those 3 jumps, but it's 3 systems, 4 systems, whatever.
Your engines burn against the dark.
I haven't found a whole lot tonight yet. I'm actually ready for bed. I'm actually ready for a snack, then for bed. I made some bread, some peanut butter bread earlier. It's going to be good. It smelled good.
Completing system scan for photography.
Body A. Ancient star. Type K. Age 13.0 billion years. Undiscovered. Body B. Ancient star. Type M. Age 13.0 billion years.
Old stuff, like me.
I feel the pull of space.
Adjusting for jump.
Gravity can't hold me down.
Frame shift now engaged.
Every star's a door. Every void's a chance. Will you rise? Will you rise?
Oh, geez. Oh, I thought I'd left it. I've got the preview when to pause, and it's paused with the Elite Observatory
Body A.
screen up on the.
Undiscovered.
I was like, did I leave that overlay up? But no, I didn't. About had a cow there for a minute. 28 bodies here, undiscovered. Oh boy.
Will you rise?
Let's put a little bit of distance between me and these stars. Let's see what we got. No Earth likes though, sadly. And it's not a green gas giant. Well, that's a pretty color though. Huh.
You said I'd find what I was meant to be. Way up there, so far from home.
I wonder if it really is that color.
Every time I close my eyes,
I mean, if I go visit it, if it will actually be that color.
skies. You show me maps of places far away. Said that's where your heart will stay. Every jump into darkness brings light.
Geologics.
Brings light.
More
Body
geologic.
B1A. Fast orbital period. 4 hours, 5 minutes, 28 seconds. Parent has high angular diameter from body. Body B3. Fast orbital period. 7 hours, 11 minutes, 29 seconds. Body B4. Fast orbital period. 7 hours, 11 minutes, 29 seconds.
Through the vastness cold and deep, each new system tells another tale of footprints never laid before. And I believe in everything you said was true about the stars that pull us through. You charted paths where none had gone. Now I carry your torch on. Every jump into darkness brings light. Oh, brings light. Every journey leads me to shine.
Oop, we're getting through. We're getting there.
Body of 4D. Carbon dioxide atmospheric
More
blendable
tubus
with light.
maybe, which we will ignore. Thought I saw one down here. Oh well, guess not.
We soar beyond what's known before. Every jump into
Not going to be anything else here. I am curious as to what color that planet actually would be if I look at it up close.
watch me shine. You taught me that fear takes flight when we dare to cross the line. Every jump into
Oh well. If it's a little pinker, I would go look at it more.
every jump into darkness brings light.
Leaving system. Hyperspace checking system set.
Another star on my display, calling out from far away.
I saw there's a couple of stars
Completing
here.
system scan standby.
No one's
Body
been
A.
here before me now.
Undiscovered.
I'll find a way, don't matter how. Through the dark and then
26 bodies, 3 stars.
light. Every world that catches my eye makes me want to touch the sky. And I know that I was
Alright, I'm going to map this system. If there's nothing here, I'll be ending. If there's something good, I'll go get it, then end. Let's see. No earthquake.
calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new.
Not green.
Frontier to break through. Break through. Shots are blank and sensors clear. All these wonders drawing me. Let them say it can't be done. While I'm chasing distant suns. In my ship I feel alive. As these cosmic waves are right. Every scan reveals the way to places where I'll make my way. We are all explorers at heart. Born to push the boundaries of art. Time to rise, time to fly. Beyond what meets the eye. Beyond.
No more gas giants.
Every horizon calls my name. Nothing left to hold me back again. Out here where the stars are bright and new.
It's like not gonna be anything here. That's sad. That's this many bodies.
I hear the call of distance, and I know
Body C6. Neon atmospheric landable.
Alright guys, I am going to end it here. I think I'm at the end of my route. Yeah. So I'm just going to call it here and grab a bite to eat and go to bed. Thanks for coming in. Ocker, if you're still in there, it's good to see you again. I'll try to swing by and annoy you. The rest of you guys, thanks so much for coming in and lurking and chatting. Tomorrow's Monday. I probably will be streaming later in the evening on Twitch, so hope to see you then. And don't know this, so I'll do it this way. You guys take care, and hope to see you next time. 07 Commanders.
There's an empty seat beside me, where you used to curl and sleep, while the galaxies turned slowly, and the void was cold and deep. Now I fly these routes alone, through the black between the suns, but I swear I hear you breathing, in the way the engine hums. You're chasing stars now, smoky, running free across the sky. I see your shape in nebulae every time I'm passing by. The cockpit feels too quiet, but I keep the thrusters bright. You're chasing stars now, smoky, and I'm right here, still in flight. I remember how you'd watch me plot the jumps from world to world, your green eyes catching starlight as the hyperspace unfurled. Every station, every waypoint carries traces of your grace. chasing stars now, smoky, running free across the sky. I see your shape in nebulae every time I'm passing by. The cockpit feels too quiet, but I keep the thrusters bright. You're chasing stars now, smoky, and I'm right here still in